Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. And this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life, because this is your message. And if you're not a Gemini and this popped up on your feed, well, it's absolutely your message, because it'll only come to you if you called it in, because there's something here that you need to hear. And it always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Are you dealing with an Aries? I mean, that's the easiest answer, right? Because that's the Emperor. Emperor represents Aries energy. What does that mean? It's the embodiment of independence, individuality, of understanding who you are and being able to stand in yourself, in your own self-presence and your own self-possession. You know, really ownership of who you are and your direction in life, right? Being able to, it doesn't mean that you're alone. It means that, this certainly doesn't mean that you're alone. It just means that you don't mind being alone. This is a time of independence, and it's a time of action. It's a time of not necessarily taking risks, but taking action, moving forward, momentum, and putting all of your energy into something and fighting for something. This could be something worth fighting for as well. This could also represent something coming at you, or something that you're contending with, or not necessarily in a bad way, but something that that's something that's present in your life now, an energy of a leader, an authority figure, maybe a grandfather or a father figure. This is divine masculine energy. This could just represent you're very virile right now. You know, you're very, hello, you know what I'm saying? I know you won't believe this, guys, but they demonetize me for talking about, they'll say that it's adult content, and I don't even have to say any raunchy words. I can say technical words and they don't care. They will demonetize. It's gotten to be so horrible on YouTube, like the level of censorship, and they don't technically censor you, right? They don't take down your video or destroy the video, but they demonetize you. So you can't, you don't make money. So it's a way of penalizing in order to control. And it's so sad. So just so you know, that's what I mean by virility. You know what I'm saying? You got the stamina going, right? There's just something that is really energizing you. You're motivated and you're willing to go after it. Let's get into what these other cards are, however. We have a new moon coming up. That could be a timestamp, but it's also a sense of freshness and openness, receptivity to universal communication, nothing spoken, but intuitive, intuition. What do you know? What are you drawn to? What do you already understand? This could be something that you already know on some level. It's just coming into consciousness now. There's a burden or too much weight that you were carrying, maybe taking on a lot just so that you can save face or demonstrate, be demonstrative, but this is a lot of work. But there's some confusion here. There's some distraction here. It's almost like you're dealing with something like it's a heavy weight, or it's very difficult because somebody is always distracted, or somebody's always drinking maybe, or somebody is always just kind of, there's like a smoke screen. There's something blocking truth and reality, and that's making it even harder. It's almost like it's just really, really hard for you to, it's like it's really, really hard. Like, it's like a burden to stop being distracted. No, maybe it was a burden to stop being distracted, but now something is cutting right through. Something's cutting through the bullshit. It's almost like this is cognitive dissonance. Like you have had, you've been fighting yourself. You've been struggling. You don't understand why. You don't understand why something has been so difficult. It's because it's confusing you. It's intentionally confusing you. You know what I always say about confusion, guys? Confusion isn't a thing. Confusion is what results from you already know the answer, but you're trying to avoid it. You already know the answer, but you're trying to settle for something that's in front of you because the answer tells you it's not instantaneous gratification. But you already know the answer, and that's why this card is here. You already know the answer, and now it's time for something. Now there's going to be energy, either information coming to you that slices right through this bullshit and destroys it and will not allow you to keep going in that diluted direction or distracted direction. Or this is you, represents you finally taking action, finally speaking up. It's been a very hot, long, hard road for you to get there. And ultimately, I think you struggled a lot to maybe try to ignore this or try to, go with the flow or and it just kept getting, it's like in order for you to do that, you had to take on more and more responsibilities because the distractiveness or the fooling around, right? The immaturity, the distractiveness, it just started to get to you. There was too much of this going on. And that's why there's a sense of either an authority figure coming in and intervening or you finding that courage and energy deep down inside of yourself to be able to take action and really mean it. But there is action that's been taken on a situation that you tried to distract yourself from, or it was intentionally trying to distract you, but you knew it. And so there is acting upon what you've always known, acting upon your intuition and faith. And that is the way to go. Okay. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. What does that mean? Some sort of, I think, fly flying around or something. What does that mean? Not the fly. Could be that up there too. Let's get a moon card. Believe in the impossible. See, listen, you already knew this was going to happen. I think you were just trying to distract yourself, and it was getting harder and harder for you to distract yourself and for you to miss this. For you to turn the other way and not see it. It was just getting heavier and heavier. The end of a tough cycle approaches because you've been fighting yourself. What you know to be true was not the reality you were experiencing, and you couldn't fight the truth anymore. So here it is. This is something you don't have to fight anymore. Your hard work has paid off, is paying off, did pay off, and ultimately it's the work is done. The work is completed. This is also Saturnian energy. Yeah. Saturnian energy means that it made it really rough for you. It's kind of karmic. You've learned your lesson. You've finished. This is also very hardworking, independent energy. I don't know if this is your work, but that's what just keeps coming through. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Leadership, CEO, responsible party leader, all of those things. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Getting yourself self-disciplined. Becoming self-disciplined ends a really rough cycle of distraction, indecision, frivolousness, frivolity, all of those things. Okay, so let's get this card. This card. Tell me more. Gemini. Co-create. That's pretty blunt. This could have something to do with what you're working on or a situation that you're working on. But listen what it takes. Listen. Co-create by the book. Who are you always supposed to be with? Or who are you supposed to be around? Or that's what you're co-creating with tradition. It's almost like the universe is saying, stop trying so hard to differentiate yourself. Start putting all the energy and effort into what you want to manifest. It doesn't matter what road you take. It can be a well-established road. Like, if that's available for you, then take it. But do everything by the book, or co-create, or get a partner that will help you. That will help you understand the steps by the book. I don't know even what that means, but let's get deeper into the cards. Help out here for Gemini. So this is a decision to take a leap of faith, or a leap of faith in your own ability to make decisions along the way. Gemini, this is an energy of a very good and wise decision maker. This could also be a court case. This could be you leaping into a situation of great complexity and needing more than ever your objective mindset to be able to pull you through. This is the completion of sorts. It's almost like you're finally able to decide, I just want out of this. I want things to go away. I want to either enjoy myself or do what really matters most to me. I'm taking a leap of faith. It's a good decision to take this leap of faith and start completely new with your wisdom. You're not leaving your wisdom behind. And that's what's so great about this energy. You're not leaving your wisdom behind. You're not all of a sudden stupid. You're based on what you know and what you've learned. You're starting from scratch. You're starting brand new. You're not doubting the truth, but you're also not clinging on to the past. You expect and accept that there's this beautiful future ahead, or that it's going to be what you make of it, right? Which empowers you. It doesn't disempower you, right? And you're just deciding to take a leap of faith in yourself, in your own ability to handle whatever situation comes next, okay? So get ready for that. That's how it's going to come to you, why it's going to come to you. That's an interesting scenario. Take action on it. This is King of Wands. Maybe somebody wants to take action and take them with you. I mean, yeah. But I know the Knight of Wands means action. Take action. Ooh, take action because your thoughts have been kind of mucked up and messy. Somebody hasn't been able to plan this, or they were too egotistical to be able to direct others forward. In fact, this is kind of bad advice or heavy criticism. That's what you're taking action against. It's like, I've decided that I don't deserve this kind of judgment and I'm not going to take it. And this is you taking action and calling somebody out for their criticisms and not just unpopular, but unfair beliefs. It's almost like the universe is saying you have to take action because this person is already leading everybody astray. And so I've got to take action, and I've got to stand up, and I've got to do something about it. And that's what you're doing. You're doing something about this person who is not making good decisions, making very selfish decisions, and maybe being very critical along the way. Don't let them bully you. Stick up to them. That's why the Knight of Wands is there. Just stick up to them. I know, easier said than done. I get it, but like, that's what has to be done. Shoot, let's get an angel message. Did we get an angel message? No. Let's get an angel message, guys. I love this. What a great card for this reading. Control issues. Utilize your God-given strength and power. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. Instead of fearing that others may try to control you, just go ahead and believe in yourself. Believe in your capabilities. I think that there's a lot of hesitation because maybe you're afraid people will get in your way, or won't understand you, or will try to take over and control you. This is saying stop. Stop. Utilize your fear. Utilize your God-given strengths and talents. Don't hide it from anybody because you're afraid somebody is going to use that against you. No. Let them try. You dig in your heels. You're going to be divinely protected. Dig in your heels and don't let anybody else define you. You define you. That's the only person who ever should. Really interesting energy. Okay, where are we headed? Control issues. Why is that? Sun card, you're headed towards success. And that's being seen too. It's almost like somebody shines a light on everything, or you have this sort of hit of optimism that is coming at you right now. This sense of, I can do it. I'm sure of myself, and this makes me happy. all of those things together are where your energy is being led. After you take a leap of faith away from this kind of adversarial energy, you don't want that anymore. You don't want that in your life at all. And this is sort of your opportunity to get away, which is going to make you happy in and of itself. It may make you an inadvertent leader, like a leader that didn't necessarily want to lead, but now what choice do they have? That kind of energy, okay? And then we have you. So the Two of Cups. And I know everybody says, and it's true, this is not just a romance card, but this is absolute soulmate connection. So whoever you're meeting, whoever's coming in connection with you, could be a best friend. They are 100% your soulmate. You are going to connect with somebody. So first, you are trying to whittle it down to like, sort of trying to make the decision to be on your own path and start in that new direction and take action against what once was critical or malfunctioning, right? By taking a leap of faith, right? And making the decision to go toward more success, because that's what you're doing. And then you have sort of a partner in crime that you find. You find your partner connecting with you and supporting you on a different level. Allow that to happen. That's really interesting. That's all I can say. These cards just fascinate me all the time. Yeah, let me say this. You have been hurt. You have been deeply scarred, maybe deeply traumatized. So honestly, there's clarity around this now. There's somebody coming to champion you. Justice is coming to champion you, Gemini. It is finally going to be granted to you. Maybe through the actual Justice Department, if not just the universe balancing itself out. And suddenly the way that you're treated or how your life interacts is going to be completely different. And so definitely this is a decision that's made in your favor for your benefit with great ideas. And check this out. This is the end of the life cycle. This is it. That's the end of the road, but it's in reverse. So it means something beautiful is coming from this horrible space, this place where everything had to end. Something better is on its way. Maybe I can figure out what. I don't know. I'm keep thinking it's paperwork. It could be divorce, right? It's definitely something dealing with legal. That's once again, it's really interesting. Let's go to the extended because I've got so many more questions and I hope to see you guys there. I'll see you guys there.